Man, yo, what's good, you two, man? Man, I just was thinking about some things on my mind, and I just gotta get it off my chest, man. YouTube's about to be my little diary, pretty much. I was just talking to a driver that works at my company, and we were both talking about. Let me get out of the darkness. I need to fix this lighting. I know I'm gonna get some lights and fix this real quick, but I was just with a driver from my company. I think we both were on 80 toll on Ohio, and I was just looking on my app for Burger King, and the prices were well, this is the thing that stood out the most for me. I saw the price for a double cheeseburger combo on the I-80. Now, as far as I-80 and these toll plazas, travel plazas is what I call them. I'm not sure if the government owns them, but as far as you using your apps, they're not going to work. Well, all the discounts are not going to work. And I'm not 100% sure if the government owns these places, but if they did, it wouldn't surprise me at all. So, anyway, I saw a double cheeseburger combo for like over $11 in Ohio on the turnpike. And I know the turnpike is going to charge more. And if they are owned by the government, it kind of reminds me of like airports. Airports, they charge more, and they pay more for their employees, but they charge more, obviously, a lot more. Like they might charge the most. Like I don't know if airports charge more than like stadiums or places that have like sporting events or whatever. But anyway, forget all that. Double cheeseburger combo for like $12 after tax. And I'm of the mindset that a lot of corporations are charging more money. And I think this is just my opinion. Like, y'all could tell me your opinion or what you think, but I think a lot of these corporations are in cahoots with each other. They're like, okay, if we all raise our prices, big old companies, Target, Walmart, if we all raise our prices, and we could set the average. We could set the new normal. So if we all raise our prices, and if everything is like similar prices, we can all do that. We can all charge more for groceries. We can all charge more for houses. We can all charge more for electricity. If we're all in cahoots with each other, we can all charge more, so the little guy gets screwed and these big old corporations can get more money. And I was just thinking about that, and that's my honest opinion. I have no proof of this, but this is just what I think. I think a lot of these, especially when you account for the tariffs, I think a lot of these corporations, they're like, oh, there's a tariff. It's like, in my opinion, it's like the stock market, okay? If something bad happens, like, for instance, let's take PlayStation right now. A lot of people are very, very angry at PlayStation right now for not allowing physical discs. They said they're going to get rid of all your older DVDs or older content that you uploaded. And so a lot of people are angry at PlayStation. The CEO sold all his stocks because he knew that he was going to be less off, because he saw the signs, and he was like, okay, I'm out of here. And I think PlayStation is just doing what is just basically experimenting, trying to see what they can get away with. But I got a PlayStation right now, and I'm selling that thing. I already canceled my PlayStation Plus, and I'm out of here because they obviously don't care about us. And I think we should not only do that with PlayStation, we should do that with Walmart, Target, all these places. You know how many places, how many mom and pop shops Walmart has screwed over because they can get cheapo crap from China? You gotta think, man. You gotta think. Like, you can say, oh, I'm for this, I'm for that, but if you're gonna spend your money at Walmart, which people will continue to do because things are cheaper. I know Germany, they banned Walmart because they were getting rid of all their mom and pop shops because Walmart could get it for the low from China and all these other places. And if you continue to spend your money at big old corporations that can get stuff for the low, deals that smaller businesses can't get, then you are pretty much contributing to the destruction of these small companies. And you're saying, you know what, it's cheaper at these big old corporations, so I'm gonna just go with them. And I thought about that too. It's like, but everybody is struggling now. Nobody has money well, I'm not going to say nobody, but a smaller percentile of people have money, but the average person is struggling. And they're going to spend their money at Walmart because they can't afford the mom and pop shops. So the mom and pop shops, by default, are going to get ran over by these corporations. I'm a capitalist, I am. But I think it needs to be heavily regulated. I'm not a socialist, or, a lot of people are coming out to be socialists and whatnot. I'm not a socialist, but I just think capitalism needs to be heavily regulated. If corporations can do all this, then I think the small guy should do all this. I'm for the little guy. I'm absolutely for the little guy. And if corporations can do stuff, then small companies should be able to do the exact same thing. And if you're going to just give them, that's why all these super PACs, they're like giving, corporations pay politicians. And so everyone right now is selling their soul. No matter what party or what politician, whatever you agree with, they're all selling their soul. All of them. And so you got to think, if everybody's shopping at Walmart and the politicians aren't doing nothing to stop any of these things happening, then mom and pop shops are gone. And a lot of countries already saw this happening, so that's why they banned Walmart. And it's going to continue to happen here in America because Walmart is running rampant. First you make a Walmart. No, I take that back. First, you make a new housing complex or apartment complex. Then you make a Walmart, Starbucks, and it's over. In my opinion, I think Walmart and all these big corporations you should be able to regulate them so that they can only be in certain places. This needs to be a fair competition. The little guys getting screwed, guys. And we're just allowing it to happen. We got to stand up. We got to stand up for the little guy and say, screw these corporations, because they got so much power. They got political power. These small mom and pop shops, they can't do nothing. But these big old corporations, they got political power. They can steamroll you. They can steamroll your whole town. There's towns where they got, like, for instance, Tyson Foods, or other corporations. It can be anybody, but these factory companies, once they leave a small town, all these people trying to retire, trying to get that pension at 19 years, they get screwed and they don't get nothing, and they leave. And you got to think about that, man. Are you for the big corporations, or are you for the little guy? Stand up. Let us know.